Good day at Mount Parkpoint Health Club, Sonoma. Today we're going to talk about knee health. When we talk about our knees, like our hips, they take a tremendous amount of work and pounding every day, all day. And so we're going to talk about what we can do to try to keep our knees healthy. We're going to talk about issues that we may have. And we'll talk about trying to maybe heal some issues that we have going on. And if you are in a situation where perhaps you're having to prepare for surgery, whether it be arthroscopic surgery to clean up a meniscus tear, or if you're going to be getting, a full or partial knee replacement, getting ready for that surgery so that your recovery is much quicker. So I'm going to grab a chair. And we're going to start off being seated in a chair for our first work. So one of the things that we want to talk about is the structure of our knee. When we have a problem with our knee, and I want to make this very specific to the knee, meaning that you have pain either on the outside of your knee, you have pain or discomfort on the inside of your knee, below the knee, above the knee, or right underneath the kneecap. Pain and discomfort associated with injury is going to be where there's a tightness in your knee and swelling, constant discomfort and ache, a sharp pain with movement, whether that be with walking, whether that be extending your leg, whether that be pulling it back. Limited range of motion, not being able to completely straighten your leg, not being able to completely pull your leg back, waking you up at night when you're trying to sleep, particularly turning over. That's something that we take for granted, but if you do have a knee issue, that can really affect that and you can get a sharp pain. Those are, when we're having issues like that, this is what I'm going to encourage you to please consult with a physician. For most people, that's going to be your primary care doctor, and then possibly going on to a orthopedist. If you're going to see an orthopedist, I usually recommend to most people to please see a sports orthopedist. They tend to look at our joints a little bit differently than just a regular orthopedist. And in this day and age, sports orthopedics, they're not so quick to want to do surgery. They want to look at doing physical therapy. They want to look at trying to do things that way before trying to put you under the knife. When we have a knee issue, there's a little muscle right here going this direction, and it's called the vastus medialis obliquus, or the VMO. This muscle, whenever there's an issue with your knee, this is actually the first muscle that will atrophy or go to sleep, and it will do that within 4 days. Basically, when we have a knee issue, we really stop using our knee. This is when, instead of when we're walking, rather than seeing a full bend and stride and what we call rock and roll, you have a tendency to take a shorter stride and you have a tendency to keep that knee from bending so much. These are the things that we kind of want to avoid, because this in turn weakens this muscle. The weaker this muscle gets, the more effect you're going to have with your knee, and it's not going to be a happy effect, okay? So what we're going to do today is we're just going to talk about some very general exercises that you can do. One, if you don't have any knee issues, it's going to help keep your legs nice and strong. And two, if you do have some knee issues, there's a strong possibility that this may help to alleviate some, if not all, of the discomfort that you're feeling with your knee. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to the forward part of this chair. We're going to do something that you've seen me do in other videos when it comes to lower body work or just general exercise. We're going to start off with the alphabet. So I'm going to extend my leg out straight, parallel to the floor, toe up, pointed at the ceiling. I'm trying to make this muscle right here, the VMO, nice and tight, and we're going to write each letter of the alphabet. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, now while you're doing this, I want to be sure that you're not leaning back against the chair, you're sitting up nice and tight. Our lower pelvic floor muscles, our lower abdominal muscles, everything is very engaged while we're doing this, pulling the belly button to the spine. Let's do the other side. So here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. You'll notice that I have a tendency to write in uppercase, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, and when you're doing this exercise, if you're doing it appropriately, you're going to feel it up here in the upper quadricep. As we've talked about many times, the health of our joints depends on all of the musculature around that joint. So if we just work the upper part of it, but we don't do the back, if we just work the inner part, but we don't do the outside, we're actually going to weaken the other part or the opposite side of our body. So we want to do this 360. So this is where we started with the ABCs. What we're going to do now is called heel slides. All you need is a piece of cardboard. I'm using a box lid. I'm going to put my foot in here. I've got this position so it's going to go through the center part of the chair between the legs. And all I'm going to do is pull this back and push it forward. The key here is to keep your heel down. Don't allow your heel to come up off of this. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to do the other side. I'm going to shift over my chair a little bit. 1, 2, hit the chair. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so that was a quad and a hamstring. That might seem, wow, this is pretty easy for doing a heel slide. You know what? If you've got knee pain, that could actually be a lot of work. If you do have any knee pain, with whatever you're doing, go to the edge of discomfort. I don't want you to be in pain. Awareness is okay, as we've talked about, but no pain. If you start to feel an increase in discomfort, we stop, okay? But I do want you to go to the edge of that discomfort. I don't want you to try to push through, but I want you to work up to it, okay? We're going to go ahead and set this aside, and I'm going to reach over here, and I've got my blue band, okay? What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to tie this around my ankle. Okay, and I'm going to put my chair on it. And what I'm going to do are leg extensions. 2, 3, 4, 5, sitting tall. Okay, nice and tall, abdominal muscles engaged. And 9 and 10, 5 more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, now before I switch to the other side, I want to do the hamstrings on this side. So I'm going to lift up the chair so that I can disconnect that. Okay, I'm going to turn my chair sideways because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to set my chair on the band. I'm going to keep my leg in line with the chair, making sure that I'm not hips forward, hips back, standing nice and tall, hands here. And 1, 2, 3. Keep that knee down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn the chair back to the front. We're going to go ahead and change legs at this point. So, since I've already got it tied where I want it to be, no reason to untie it. Just unslip it, put it around the other ankle, and go ahead and set your chair on the band. Okay, and so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, and you're probably going to say, well, Ed, what if I don't happen to have this kind of band? It's like, you know what? Do the exercise without having to use a band. No resistance is better than not doing the motion at all, okay? So we're going to go ahead and got that slipped in there. I want to move over a little bit here so you have a better view of what's going on. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't let that knee come forward. 5, 6, 7. Stand tall. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, cool. We're going to go ahead and come back. We're going to take us off. All right, so we've just done a couple hamstring and a couple quadricep exercises. We're going to go ahead now and we're going to do some adduction, abduction, which we have done before. Once again, in previous videos, we did the ball squeezes or pillow squeezes, and we did the adductor press outs, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, got this untied. I'm going to set this aside for right now. I'm going to grab my bender ball or pillow, whatever you have. If you have a bender ball, great. If you have a pillow, great. You don't have to have the bender balls we've talked about before. So between my knees, heels right underneath my knees, okay? And we're going to do 25 squeezes. Sit tall, belly button to your spine, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're going to take this and set this aside for the moment. I want to go back to this because I want a little bit more motion this time than just resistance. So I'm going to bring this around. All right. Now, again, you don't have this. Cool. You can use a belt for this. There's no problem. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now for a lot of stuff, like I say, if you're in the financial position to and you want to purchase this stuff, sportsmith.com, or if you just go on to the internet, this is called TheraBand, THERABAND. It comes in different lengths. You can buy huge rolls, small rolls, and it comes in different tensions. This is kind of a light tension because this is a rehab kind of situation. All right, we're going to go ahead and set this aside. I'm going to move the chair because we're going to go to the floor and I'm going to show you what's called a short arc quadricep exercise. And for this, all we need is a standard bath towel, okay? So I'm going to take this towel and I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to fold it in half again, and then what I'm going to do is actually roll this up. I'm going to make a roll with it, okay? Pretty good size roll. What I'm going to do is place this on the floor, okay? And I'm going to place this under my knee. I'm going to sit nice and tall, and I'm just lifting my foot up off the floor. This is coming up about 8 to 10 inches. This is called a short arc quad. This is specifically for this vastus medialis obliquus muscle, okay? And again, toe is pointed up at the ceiling. We're not just letting it be. Good. And there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move this over to the other side. So you don't really need any fancy equipment to do this. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so that's called a short arc quad using a bath towel. All right, we're going to come back, stand up again. We're going to bring our chair back into the picture. All right, so we're going to do some simple sit and stand exercises, okay? So, hands right here on your thighs, stand up, sit down. There you go. I want to make sure that you're not coming up on your heels, you're not rocking back and forth to do this. We just simply come straight up, straight down, okay? So, I'm going to move back just a little bit here. All right, we're going to do 15 of these, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your quads working. 5. You can actually, that's one of the reasons keeping your hands here, you can actually feel your quads engage while you're doing this, okay? There's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Your legs should feel a little bit tired at this point. We're going to go ahead and set this chair aside. All right. We're going to do a static lunge. So, nice wide stance, nice and tall, just to here. All I'm doing, straight up and down, okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now we're going to change sides. Again, shoulders, hips, nice straight line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't want to be rocking forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so you don't have to put your knee down on the floor. Staying high, just working that, great for your glutes, hamstrings, and your quadriceps. Okay, we're going to grab a little step stool. This is something that most everybody has in their home. Okay, all we're going to do is step up and step down. So both feet, stepping up, stepping down. In this case, we're stepping up with the left leg, and we're stepping down with the right, staying up. Okay, just nice and easy. We don't have to go fast with this. This is good cardio, but this is also functional training, all right? This is how we have to move in everyday life out in the world. Okay, we're going to do one more after this. Okay, and there's our 10. All right, so now, since we were just stepping up with the left side, now we got to go ahead and step up with the right side. So, up with the right, down from the left. Nice and easy. You don't have to go fast. This isn't about speed. Good. Feel your glutes engaging, making sure that you're working from all parts of your body. If this hurts any way, shape, or form, and the difference we've talked about, pain is ow, otherwise awareness is like, yeah, I'm feeling my muscles work, that's what we want. I don't want you to have any ow when you're doing this. If you do, this is not an exercise to do. We're going to do 2 more. Okay, so there we go. Nice, easy step-ups with a step stool, okay? All right, so what we want to look at now is doing a little bit of flexibility. Trying to stretch your quadriceps if you've got a knee issue, not necessarily really comfortable. So here's how we can do this. We're going to go ahead and take our chair, and we're going to turn it sideways like this, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my foot up on the chair, and I'm going to let my knee drop, okay? Nice, easy quadricep stretch. Now I'm doing this front on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change from the side so that you can actually see what's going on, okay? So, foot up and drop, standing nice and tall, okay? I want this knee in line with the other knee, and it doesn't matter if you don't feel a lot. You might feel a lot. It's okay. We're just going to hang out here for about 30 seconds to a minute. Again, you want your muscles to relax while you're doing this. We're not trying to create tension. We're trying to relax into this, okay? So, now we're going to go ahead and change sides. I'm just going to go around to the other side for you so that you can see this. All right, and up we come. All right, nice and relaxed. Standing tall, again, abdominal muscles engaged. You can see on this side, this knee looks like it's a little bit farther out, doesn't it? So I can either try to push back that way, or I can step out. Either way, now my knee is aligned with that leg. So we're just going to hang out here for a couple of seconds, nice and relaxed. Again, abdominal muscles engaged, but I'm letting my quadriceps relax. I don't want these engaged. I don't want to create tension here because I'm trying to stretch them. If I'm creating tension, what have we said before? I'm fighting my body. I don't want to fight my body. I want to be nice and relaxed. Okay, we're going to go ahead and come out of that. All right, we're going to drop down to the floor and we're going to do a hamstring stretch. A couple different ways we can do this, as we've talked about before. We can do the figure 4, which is here, reach out. I don't care how high this knee is as long as both my butt cheeks are on the floor. So I'm just going to kind of hang out right here. We're going to do this for about 30 seconds. Again, I'm not leaning over. I'm nice and tall, just hanging out, trying to get my fingers over my toes if I can't. If this is as far as I can go, if this is as far as I can go, that's fine. I just want you to feel that stretch in your hamstring. The more you get flexible in your hamstrings, the farther out you're going to be able to release. And the farther you can reach, the more flexibility you've got going on in those hamstrings. We're going to go ahead and change sides now. Tuck in, nice and tall. Again, we don't care where this is as long as we are sitting nice and square on the floor. You're going to feel your hips stretch out a little bit. If that's too much, let that foot extend out. Again, we're trying not to create tension. We're trying to be nice and relaxed while we're holding all of this, okay? And again, where is that comfort level for you? Okay, so we're just going to hang out right here. Feeling nice and comfortable with it. No pressure, no tension. Back feels good. Abs are engaged, but they're not tight, okay? So I'm going to be here. Reach out right here, just kind of hang out, enjoy the feeling of this. Again, if you can't do this, you can use a strap, you can use a belt, whatever, as long as you're staying nice and tall with this and you're feeling those hamstrings. If you can reach out, great, go for it. If you can't, no worries. We're not going to bust our chops over that, okay? So these are just some easy things that you can do. We're going to go ahead and release. These are easy things that you can do in your home. Again, be comfortable with it. If you do have persistent pain, contact your doctor. Also, if we are working in a rehab situation, after you do this workout, any kind of a workout, an ice bag on your knee for at least 10 minutes after a workout. If you do have constant pain, try to ice every couple of hours, elevate your leg a little bit, do contact your doctor. Again, you know, we want to be aware of our bodies, but no pain is your gain. We don't have to have pain in order to be strong and to be healthy. So everybody, stay indoors, social distancing, be safe. We'll see you soon.